So right. Okay, Matty, setup looks good. Could maybe have a touch more forward bend. But otherwise looks really good. Legs and balance points look really, really good, mate. Okay, so okay, we added a little bit there. That's good. Moved on to your toes, like it. Engage the right leg. Okay, so we can see just a little bit of disconnection here, a little bit outside the line. And then this is the issue, really. Okay, we can't get wider there. That's moving our swing arc outside the line. And that's pretty much exactly what's happening. Okay. You can see how sort of far your arms are from your torso. And then maybe a hair. Nah, just a hair maybe, but I think that takeaway will fix that. Change of direction, brilliant. Leg work, posture, brilliant. Club back in a good position. A little bit late and across, but obviously that's to do with the takeaway. Okay, this setup looks terrific. Okay, absolutely perfect balance points. Forward bend is brilliant. Nice trigger. Club face looks good. Just that little bit outside the line. Just got to keep the arms on line rather than the club, if you can know what I'm saying. Keep our height here. So again, just a little steep and a little late kind of left release. Alright, but we're going to fix that with the takeaway. Alright. Again, setup looks good. Yeah, maybe, so just maybe possibly with the longer clubs, a hair more, just a hair more forward bend. But again, setup looks good. Yeah, then we're going to see that there's a disconnection outside the line. Little bit of lifting. Sequence and posture work on the downswing. Brilliant. This angle of attack, much better. Much, much better angle of attack. Much, much more on line. Okay, so you worked that one nicely. Well done.
Hey, my boy, thanks for a lekker morning. I kind of want to say not your best stuff, but it should have been, really. Okay, first of all, we can see in that video, a little bit of swing issues there. Okay, we've got that little outside the line takeaway going on, so obviously our path and plane is a little bit out coming back, so we're hitting a kind of low fade, losing a bit of distance. But that's easy to fix when we know how to fix it. And then we saw, especially with the longer clubs, okay, a little bit of it into the swing. Good here, a little bit of loss of height there. Okay, going to be a little tighter at the top there. But otherwise, really, really good. Set up, knee flex, distance from the ball, forward bend, all that. I think the best we've had. Okay, so really, really good there. Just one or two, it's only with the irons, where you just still hood the face a little bit at the setup. Okay, but kind of fixed that as well after I spoke to you, so that was fine. So let me go back to the start, and not your best stuff. I mean, it should have been. Okay, I mean, I understand green reading and feel and putting, and it's a daily thing, and I do understand that. But I mean, you hit it nicely on there, on 10, and just three putted from nowhere. Then you've pretty much stiffed it on 11 after I spoke to you. Left yourself the easiest putt on the green, managed to leave it short somehow. And then you've hit it to like 6 foot on 12, and somehow managed to three putt. Drove the green on 13 and somehow managed, well, I mean, that was a longer one, so, but still, that was another three putt. So, I mean, we should have been 2 under in our sleep, and somehow we're 2 over. And I just don't even understand how it happened. And then you make a soft bogey on 15, and then it's like, okay, cool. You know, all of a sudden I'm 3 over, I'm playing rubbish. I mean, you should, anyway, you were there, you get the point. Anyway, so putting obviously and confidence the most important. I felt like obviously there's some green reading involved, but I just felt like the hands were getting a little bit hard. So the backswing, and that's fine. Look, obviously the slower that tempo on the backswing, the more you have to accelerate, so it's a slippery slope. But just leave the backswing and stuff for now. At least the face is not hooding. Okay, it's really opening up nicely. But from there, it's a little out of sync and a little firm with the hands. Okay, so we're just going to have to do, I reckon, a little bit of drag and release drill, and then maybe a little bit of open palm drill. And then I would just do some one-hand putting as well. You know, just literally stand there and just putt some balls with the right hand only, and just get some softness and feel back to that right hand. Then you talked a little bit about your short game. We didn't see much of it out there with 3 bunker shots. They seem fine, technique all fine, just a little bit of practice and touch. Maybe just missed your landing area on 15, but the rest all look pretty good. And then it's mostly the swing work. And then lastly, I spoke to myself, I think it is time for us to make a decision here. Just the mental game. We've obviously done your routine for each tee shot, iron shot, short game putting. You didn't stick to your routine, but also your level of intensity was up and down, was all over the place. So I think we need to sort of decide what is our level of intensity. Do I want to be relaxed and then focused for 20 seconds over the golf ball? I say that because I think that's the right way to go for you. We don't want to be super intense. That hasn't worked for us. So I would be relaxed and still chatty and chirpy and stuff like that, and then just switch on for that 15-20 seconds. I think that's probably the way to go, and then we've got to get out of it quickly. So then we've got to get out of the focus really quickly and relaxed again, and then back in. And then let's go through those routines again and make sure we know them and then we're following them. Alright, so we'll work on short game tomorrow. I'll have a quick look, but there's some work in the other areas to do, particularly putting and the mental game. Okay, thank you my mates, and I'll talk to you soon.